Hello and welcome to Fearless Motivation by Mental Stamina video number 52. As you can see, guys, I am in Lansbury Park. I just finished my shift at the bank being a security guard, and I figured, well, I better shoot a video before I attend my sunset yoga practice with Emmanuel Pintas. But then when I get back, guys, I get some cabbage rolls. So I got these from, I think, the Romanian shop, and I guess they sell like hotcakes because I had to get them at like 8 o'clock this morning while I was bike riding to work. So I'm looking forward to that. So I figured, well, work first, then you get your food, then you exercise a little more, and then you repeat. So then rinse, lather, repeat. So here's in this video, I will be talking about the temporal and parietal, I can't even pronounce it, parietal lobes of the brain. To be honest, I have no idea what they're responsible for. I remember hearing about them approximately 15 years ago during an introductory psychology class at Laurentian University. So I was the first one in my family to go to university, and I think my parents were kind of proud of me for that fact. And I'm just trying to keep it all together while there's like bugs flying around me, and now they want to bite me, and just always all these delays. But anyways, getting back to the point, guys. So it was taught to me at Laurentian University by Cynthia Whistle. The way the brain works is that I have folders of information and they're separated by subject, much like a computer. I can access them at any time. To allow this to happen and keep the memories fresh, I follow good nutrition, exercise, mentally and physically, have peers. I have peers. I was like, have peers? Peers. I should have just used friends, guys. But anyways, peers that support me, and an overwhelming faith in Jeebus or Jesus. I remember it off The Simpsons when Homer was licking frogs, and he goes, "I'm not licking frogs." I don't even know what Jeebus is, but he's really come through to me, guys. So I can always joke about it. So I will be talking more about my fitness. I will be talking more about my faith in the next chapter entitled Fitness. I would now like to share a quote from Steve Jobs. "The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle." Steve Jobs. I think that's the biggest thing with people, like when they face like hard times, guys, like they just settle and they get lazy and complacent, and that's why a lot of people are unhappy. Like I just see it so often, like when I'm working at the bank, like they're smoking, they're eating pizza, like, and they're just not even doing anything for themselves. Like you gotta, like, you can't be that ignorant. You know vegetables are good for you, right? And you know like healthy food is actually cheaper than this friggin' fat food that they constantly fill their mouths with, and then they wonder why they don't have anything at the end of the day. Like even today, guys, I saw a guy take a taxi cab. He went into the bank for two minutes, and then he took a taxi and left. I'm like, well, this is why you don't have any money. And it's just like the ridiculousness of it all, guys. I hate to be like preaching to the choir, but it's just like so common sense. Even I saw Little Caesars is like throwing out 30 pizzas at the end of the day. Like, how could you grossly overshoot that? Like, I'm gonna probably look at a good like soup kitchen or something in Windsor to see if I can get like a deal struck, because like that is just a tragic waste of food. Because like there are so many people starving in the world, and they're throwing out like 30 pizzas. Like, what the hell? Anyways, guys, that's just my moral conscience like rising up there and just not understanding things. So back to the notes here, guys. So what I really love to do is to stay open and optimistic to the opportunities that life offers, to never give up and become stronger every day. Specifically, I'm looking to get a better better job either through my security company or by becoming a correctional, police, or customs officer. Getting my full G license, getting a house so that I have some equity and I'm not throwing it away on rent, guys. Staying professional in the midst of stupidity, what I just shared there, guys. Like, you just got to be very nice to people who always ask, is the bank open? Well, obviously, if I'm standing in front of it, like, anyways, guys, I'm always nice to people, because you got to even be nice and just clearly explain things to people so they don't get upset. So that's what I always try to keep clear with everybody's minds. Furthermore, humbling myself when I do not know the answer to a question, finding a partner to share the journey of life with, getting a new vehicle to move easily about, start a business to help brain tumor survivors become the most they can, continue my level of fitness, find my next great book to read. I'm looking at Fuck Jobs by Jason Capital, Wealth Attraction by Dan Kennedy, or Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. Plan a road trip to visit a local teak chapter, to party and support charity. I'm sure there are probably more than that for me to achieve, but these seem to be the 8 to 10 I am most focused on. I was able to write these down verbatim, since I know what I like and I know what I don't, when I am in peak performance, and because I journal. This was a concept that was foreign to me until Jason Capital brought it to my attention at my first high status summit, because like what I'm gonna talk about more about journaling in my next fitness chapter, but basically what I'll say about journaling is that it offers a brain dump to clear your thoughts, get your plans on paper, and it leads to the path of success through daily action. One thing I have mentioned throughout these videos is time. It is our most valuable resource, since we cannot ever get it back or make more of it. There is a concept of time management, which is actually impossible, guys. You can't manage time, because time will just move at its own pace. So like, even when you schedule like something, I say want it to be an hour, like it can easily be over. And even when you schedule a trip like to the airport, there could be construction there. So like, the best thing to try and do is try to go with priority management. So and make time for what is very important. Figure out what has to be done daily. Like for me, my push-ups, going to work and staying optimistic and happy, and then figuring out what can be laid off, like cleaning my apartment, activating a credit card so I can pay about a year off of parking tickets. But anyways, guys, as now we will get into what the temporal and parietal lobes of the brain actually do, until this like little bee gets away from me. So the temporal lobe is one of 4 lobes of the cerebral cortex, associated with processing sensory input into meetings, for appropriate retention of visual memory, language comprehension, and emotional association. It also communicates with the hippocampus and plays a key role in the formulation of explicit long-term memories modulated by the amygdala. Wow, so I just read the Google definition, which means all the memories I just shared and future plans are stored in the temporal lobe, which means my temporal lobe must be well developed, and I may know what I'm actually talking about, guys. Like, you just gotta have a plan every day. So yeah, I think I generally know what I'm talking about, but like, I can always humble myself if I don't, because I'm open, honest, and optimistic, we'll say. So moving on to the second lobe, the parietal lobe is located in the back of the brain. It processes sensory information it receives from the outside world relating to touch, taste, and temperature. Damage to it can cause sensory dysfunction. It also helps with geospatial recognition of the body parts, also called proprioception. It also helps with the register of pain when like your pain receptors, and that also goes with the nerves, but it also helps register pain and the recognition of that through the thalamus. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I have finished video number 52. So I'm reminded, oh yeah, so like what I was saying about the humbling yourself, I'm reminded of the shining star, the more you know thing, for all those people that goes and just flies over, the more you know. Anyways, guys, it was a treat sharing this with you. I'm back to go enjoy some cabbage rolls. And video 53, we will be talking about the central nervous system and other parts of the brain, like the hippocampus, the hypothalamus, the thalamus, the amygdala, and specifically the functions they offer to the brain. So until next time, guys, you're all beasts. Kaizen, baby. Ow! Leave any questions, comments, or concerns, and I look forward to seeing you Sunday for my video 53. Bye, guys. Take care. Here's some last shots of Lansbury Park.